Kalani Sitake addresses QB situation, wishes Jake Retzlaff the best at Tulane. Kalani Sitake discusses quarterback situation, extends best wishes to Jake Retzlaff at Tulane. In the brief 13 minutes that media members were allowed to observe BYU's inaugural practice for the 2025 preseason training camp on Wednesday, it became clear that the competition for the starting quarterback position in Provo is heating up, featuring a genuine three-way battle. This means that true freshman Bear Bachmeier is firmly in the mix alongside returning players Treyson Bourguet and McCae Hillstead. Remarkably, Bachmeier received an equal number of practice reps as his more seasoned counterparts, showcasing his potential despite their greater familiarity with the playbook and system. In fact, during the limited media viewing segment outside the student-athlete building, Bachmeier even outperformed Hillstead, who was initially expected to lead the competition. Standing at 6 feet 2 inches and weighing 220 pounds, Bachmeier, who transferred to BYU after spending spring training at Stanford, demonstrated his skills by connecting with familiar teammates, including running back L.J. Martin and wide receivers Chase Roberts and JoJo Phillips. He also made successful passes to backup tight end Will Zundel. Special Collector's Issue, 1984, the year BYU was second to none. This issue offers an in-depth look at BYU football's remarkable 1984 national championship season. I believe everyone got a chance to rotate in today, remarked head coach Kalani Sitake. What you witnessed was just a portion of our practice. We engaged in a lot of team drills, 11 on 11, without pads, and everyone had the opportunity to work with the first offensive line. With projected starting guard Waylon Lapuaho absent during the media viewing, the offensive line featured Isaiah Jada at left tackle, Sonny Makasini at left guard, Bruce Mitchell at center, Austin Layausa at right guard, and Andrew Gentry at right tackle. You can't try to be anyone other than yourself. Just put everything on tape, be your best self, and go for it, said BYU quarterback McCae Hillstead. The spotlight was primarily on the quarterbacks vying to fill the void left by Jake Retzlaff, who recently joined Tulane as a walk-on after departing BYU amid a 7-game suspension for breaching the school's honor code. It's fantastic that Retzlaff found a new opportunity to play, Sitake expressed, marking his first public comments since Retzlaff's announcement on social media last week. I'm genuinely happy for him. As you all know, I have a lot of love for Retzlaff and truly appreciate everything he has contributed to our team. We will be rooting for him and wishing him all the best. He is cherished here. Related, how committed is BYU to giving Bachmeier, a 4-star recruit from Marietta, California, a fair shot at the starting role? All 3 quarterbacks were made available to the media following practice on Wednesday, where Hillstead, Bourguet, and the newcomer spoke articulately about the competitive atmosphere. The Deseret News will provide further insights into the remarks made by all 3 quarterbacks later this week. Hillstead encapsulated the essence of the competition, stating that he believes the player who offers the best chance for the team to succeed will ultimately be chosen. You can't try to be anyone other than yourself, Hillstead reiterated. Just put everything on tape, be your best self, and go for it. Bourguet was the first quarterback to take reps during the media viewing and started strong with an impressive downfield pass to Phillips. However, he also faced challenges, notably overthrowing Tiger Bachmeier significantly, which led to an interception by safety Raider Demooney. Hillstead primarily focused on handing off the ball, but also made some solid throws to the sidelines. Sitake mentioned that the 4th quarterback in the mix, freshman Emerson Geilman from Bountiful High, also participated earlier in practice. We had a quarterback competition last year, Retzlaff versus Jerry Bohannon, so our coaching staff is well-versed in managing such situations, Sitake noted. Our aim is to place these players in scenarios where they can showcase their abilities and see how they perform under pressure. I thought they did an excellent job today. We will review the film and analyze everything. The quarterback position will certainly attract a lot of attention first. Overall, I was pleased with how the team competed today. Sitake clarified that there is currently no established hierarchy in the quarterback depth chart, and there is no set timeline for naming a starter, other than as soon as we can. He has yet to decide whether to allow quarterbacks to go live during camp, which would mean removing their green jerseys and allowing them to be tackled during scrimmages. He emphasized that all three quarterbacks possess strong throwing abilities, but decision-making, the capacity to avoid turnovers, and handling pressure will be crucial factors in the selection process. BYU roster updates, notes, and number changes. On Wednesday, BYU released the 2025 Fall Camp roster, which features a notable number of changes in player numbers, several position adjustments, and 2 significant absences. Players who were expected to be on or near the 2-deep roster coming out of spring but are not included are linebacker Pidi Tuipulotu and defensive tackle Luke Tuomalatai. Former running back Hinckley Ropati is exploring the possibility of obtaining a waiver for an additional year of eligibility, but is not currently listed on the roster. Additionally, former defensive tackle Sani Tuala is now categorized as a defensive end, former safety Preston Rex has transitioned to running back, and former receiver Jaran Kalama is now listed as a safety. New jersey numbers. Receiver Cody Hagan now wears number 5. Defensive end Logan Latui now wears number 7. Safety Falatau Satuala now wears number 11. Linebacker Miles Hall now wears number 21. Linebacker Tyler Payne now wears number 42. Running back Lucky Finau now wears number 41. BYU Football Fall Camp 2025. Key position battles, storylines to watch. The 2025 BYU football season, a crucial test of resilience and strategy. This season promises to be one of the most intense in BYU's history, marked by high stakes, new leadership, and a roster full of potential. As the Cougars prepare to open fall camp, the focus is on key position battles that could shape their path to success. With the departure of returning quarterback Jake Retzlaff to Tulane, rebuilt lines, and a fresh start under a new athletic director, this year's squad faces an uphill battle to prove itself after finishing 11-2 in the Big 12 last season. But here's where it gets controversial. Will BYU's defense, which dominated most categories in 2024, be underestimated this year? The Cougars struggled with stopping the run, third down conversions, and sacks, but those are exactly the goals they've set for 2025. Meanwhile, the offensive spotlight will be on the quarterback race, with Utah State transfer McCae Hillstead, Treyson Bourguet, and freshman Bear Bachmeier vying for the starting role. This isn't just about talent, it's about chemistry and experience, especially after Retzlaff's 7-game suspension forced his departure. The position battles to watch include 1. Wide receiver depth. Chase Roberts leads the way, but the WR2 and WR3 spots will be filled by Parker Kingston, JoJo Phillips, and potentially Reggie Frischknecht, a transfer from Weber State with pro potential. 2. Cornerback competition. Jakob Robinson's exit leaves a void, with Evan Johnson, Trey Alexander, Maury Bamba, and Tavion Beasley all in the mix. While Johnson and Bamba have proven themselves, Beasley's transfer from San Diego State adds intrigue. 3. Right guard battle. Kyle Sfarsiak, a Sioux transfer who never allowed a sack in high school, will challenge experienced players Sonny Macassini and Austin Liausa. This spot is critical for protecting the offensive line. On the defensive end, the line is a powerhouse with Logan Wutui, Bodie Schoonover, and others competing for playing time. Undersized Ephraim Asiata may have the best motor, while Tausali Akana, a Texas transfer, has gained weight to compensate for past struggles. This group could become the heart of the defense, but the competition will be fierce. And this is the part most people miss, the offensive line. Led by Andrew Gentry and Isaiah Jada, is expected to be stable, but the right guard spot remains a wild card. The Cougars also have young players like Tay Nakua and Lamison Waller III who need to learn the system and make an impact. As the season unfolds, one thing is clear. BYU has the resources, talent, and ambition to compete. But will they translate that into wins? Some fans are more concerned about the offensive coordinator than the quarterback. Could that be the real turning point? What do you think? Are you excited for the 2025 season or worried about the challenges ahead? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Meet the three quarterbacks competing for BYU's starting position. Introducing the three quarterbacks competing for BYU's starting position. Provo, with a seasoned quarterback returning and a strong top 25 defense from the previous year, expectations were high for BYU football to make a serious run at the Big 12 title in their third year within the conference. However, those aspirations took a hit when Jake Retzlaff decided to leave the school and transfer to Tulane after a civil lawsuit was dismissed, alongside reports of an honor code violation. As the Cougars reported to training camp on Tuesday, they are set to kick off practices on Wednesday in Provo, where the spotlight will be on the fierce competition for the quarterback position among McCae Hillstead, Treyson Bourguet, and Bear Bachmeier. Everyone is aiming for the same goal, which is to win a Big 12 championship. Hillstead shared during an interview on the Coug Connect podcast. "We were so close last year, just one game away. I believe we are all united in this pursuit, and that camaraderie extends into the quarterback room." A closer look at the three contenders for BYU's offense. The local hero. Hillstead is well acquainted with Utah football, having been a 3-year starter at Skyridge High School after relocating from Springville with his family during his 9th grade year. At 5'10" and weighing 190 pounds, this redshirt sophomore made a significant impact as a true freshman at Utah State, starting 4 out of 8 games. He amassed 1,062 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions, all while recovering from tightrope surgery on his ankle. He set a freshman record for the Aggies with 399 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. Despite throwing 3 interceptions in a game against James Madison before transferring after the 2023 season, Hillstead possesses a strong arm, impressive running skills, and valuable Division I experience. However, many critics point to his height as a potential drawback. "Being a shorter quarterback presents unique challenges during recruitment," Hillstead explained. "I know I have the skills, but it takes a certain level of courage for coaches to offer a scholarship to someone who is undersized. The outcome is always uncertain. I received my first offer just 5 games into my sophomore year from Nevada," he continued. "But I think every player aspires to compete at the highest level in the Power 5, and that opportunity wasn't readily available to me." The outsider. When it comes to physical presence, Bourguet stands out at 6'2" and 205 pounds. Like Hillstead, he brings Division I experience as a dual-threat quarterback. This redshirt junior made the move to BYU after participating in 10 games over 2 seasons at Western Michigan, where he threw for 1,314 yards, 6 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions, while also rushing for 219 yards and a touchdown. Bourguet's connection to BYU is minimal. He hails from Tucson, Arizona, and was previously committed to Arizona. Notably, he is not a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and his family has ties to Arizona schools. Despite this, Bourguet emphasizes the positive culture fostered by head coach Kalani Sitake, which has kept him from transferring again after sitting out last season. "I truly enjoyed my time at Western Michigan," Bourguet stated on the Coug Connect podcast. "However, the environment and team culture here are exceptional. We focus on love and learning, and it genuinely feels like a family. My younger brother is eager to visit just to be around the team," he added. "They have embraced my family and treated them as their own. Family is incredibly important to me, and BYU has exemplified that with my family." The freshman sensation, Bachmeier, is the newest addition to the BYU quarterback lineup, but this true freshman from Murrieta, California, may have the most potential. Standing at 6'2" and weighing 225 pounds, he was recognized as a 4-star recruit by On3 and Rivals, and was ranked as high as the 11th best quarterback in the nation by ESPN. After enrolling early at Stanford and participating in spring practices, Bachmeier, who threw for an impressive 6,810 yards and 50 touchdowns in high school, decided to transfer following the firing of coach Troy Taylor due to an internal investigation. He subsequently joined BYU alongside his older brother, Tiger Bachmeier, a wide receiver who graduated from Stanford with a computer science degree in just 2.5 years. Coming out of high school, I was fortunate to receive multiple offers. However, a significant factor was the opportunity to play alongside my brother at Stanford, Bachmeier shared. He will wear number 47 at BYU in honor of his beginnings as a running back and middle linebacker. I believed that Stanford's academic excellence and the chance to play with Tiger outweighed many other considerations. This time around, I was looking for a stable environment, particularly with the coaching staff, the scheme, and the ability to make plays. I truly believe there's no better place to achieve that than BYU. What are your thoughts on the quarterback competition at BYU? Do you think one of these players stands out as the clear favorite? Share your opinions in the comments below.